Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to get you some deep clarity on the truth of how they really feel about you right now. So yes, this is a timeless reading. And this is about your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, or your specific person. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V. It is so wonderful to have you here. I wanted to give a big virtual hug to all of the new subscribers, as well as everyone who's already part of this amazing family. Thank you so much for all of your love, your support, your comments, and your messages. You have no idea how much it means to me. So today I have many different ways for you to choose your reading. So you can choose by decks. We have 3 different decks. You can choose by crystals. And we will be assigning zodiac signs to each group as well. So you can pick number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick them all, or you can pick your zodiac sign as well as your person's zodiac sign and combine readings as well. So please do be gentle with yourself. There is no right or wrong answer here, but if you are at that place where you just want to get specific clarity on what is going on between you and your person, and general readings are just not enough anymore, then I highly recommend that you have the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I just think meeting with you on video call is so healing, transformational, so powerful, because you will be shocked at how much information comes out from spirit to you right there in real time. We can also record that call so that you can refer to it multiple times, because you'd be surprised how many things you actually missed the first time in the reading. So it's a very powerful and clarifying session. And if that doesn't resonate, I also do pre-recorded video readings. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. And one last announcement. We only have a few of the Blessed Twin Flame necklaces left in the ivory and gold. So thank you to all of you who've made this necklace be sold out, well, almost sold out. And this is a very special necklace because when you order this, and unfortunately it's only for people who are in the United States due to shipping rules, each of these necklaces has a different design in the heart. So I will choose the design for you. I will place this necklace in my altar where I have been meditating and praying for over 20 years. I infuse it with prayers and blessings for you to either find your true life partner or unite or reunite with your special person. Then I send this to you with a handwritten card, which also includes a unique affirmation chosen just for you from my affirmations deck. So it's a very personalized and beautiful gift that you can give to yourself, and it is at livetarot.com if you'd like to order it. All right, so now let's get to your choices here. So for group 1, you have this deck and this crystal right here. For group 2, you have this deck and this crystal right here. And for group 3, you have this deck and this crystal right here. Now we're going to go ahead and assign zodiac signs. So for group number 1, we have Cancer, Pisces, Aries, and Sagittarius. For group 2, we have Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, and Virgo. And for group 3, we have Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. So go ahead and make your choice and we will get started with group number 1. All right, my beautiful group 1 that chose this crystal, this deck, and Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you now? Oops. What is the truth of how they really feel about you now? We're going to start here with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. What is the truth, Spirit? What is the truth? We have balance, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Roots of abundance. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Okay. So I feel like something in this connection has felt out of balance lately. Okay, I feel like this person, they themselves are also feeling off balance lately. There's been certain things that's been going on in their life. I feel like for some of you, you may know what it is. For others of you, you might be a little bit in the dark. Like this person might have been a little bit secretive about what is causing an imbalance in their life or what is kind of off in their life right now. And part of the reason for that is because whatever has happened, they are also having a hard time. If you see this person, see, they have clouds over their eyes. They can't see clearly because this person is also having a hard time seeing clearly right now. Maybe things have happened that really don't have anything to do with you, but have to do with something in their life that is starting to feel very heavy, or that is feeling like certain problems that are very hard to solve because they can't see clearly. And yet they're holding the world in their hand here. So I feel like whatever is happening, this person is feeling the weight of their decision is going to affect something big, or their way of solving this problem, or whatever they need to do next, whatever action they need to take is weighing heavily on them because they feel like it's going to affect a lot in their world, okay? Including maybe their relationship with you, because I feel like there's something here in terms of money or future or something that is about stability. This person very much wants to plant roots, okay? I feel like this person, their love for you, their desire for you is very real, okay? Even though we're getting this passion energy, which is beautiful, I feel like this person not only feels passion for you, not only are they magnetically drawn and attracted to you, but it's not without substance. Like they don't want to come to you just from, oh, I so want you, I have all this passion for you. They want to come to you with substance too. They want to come to you with an offer that is real, not just about like fantasies and fun and passion and just emotional stuff. They know that that's not good enough, right? They know that part of building something real with you is about planting those roots. And to this person, I think a lot of what planting roots is all about has to do with abundance of money as well, you know, and abundance in general. This person might be going through some sort of phase of lack in their life right now. Okay, that's why they're out of balance. They might be either experiencing lack in money or finances, or they might just be experiencing lack in terms of opportunities coming their way. If this person is struggling in their career or with a job, they might also have lost their balance right now because there's not enough opportunities to get a job that are coming towards them. I do feel for some of you, this person might feel like they don't have roots right now if they are unemployed, or if they have a business that's really struggling and not making enough money. Okay, so there's something out of balance here for this person, but they might be a little too ashamed or shy to admit that they feel out of balance, and that because they don't have an abundance of opportunity or, you know, chances or an abundance of certain types of financial security coming their way, they feel like right now it's almost like pulling a sword out of a stone. And it's interesting that this came up because I am such a nerd about like legends. I love legends. And I was watching on YouTube a video that was presented by a professor of medieval history. And it was all about King Arthur, right? Like, who was King Arthur? Was he real? Was he not? I love that kind of stuff. And this reminds me of the Arthurian legend, which is that Arthur pulled the sword out of the stone, and the prophecy was the person who is able to pull the stone out of the stone, pull the sword out of the stone, is the future king. So I feel like this person sees this as an obstacle. Like, if they're able to pull the sword out, if they're able to find their balance and find that abundance again, or claim some sort of stability again, then they can be your king or queen. Isn't that interesting? Then they can show up for you in the way that you deserve. That's how they see this, okay? They don't think it's good enough to show up for you without this kind of stability, okay? They want to give you stability, but they can't give you stability unless they have it or feel it for themselves. Let's see, what else is the truth of how they really feel about you? So a lot of this is going to be determined on how do they also feel about themselves, right? So if they don't feel good about themselves right now, if they're out of balance right now, they don't feel entirely worthy of you. Seven of Wands, yeah. Two of Swords. Seven of Swords, yeah. Ace of Cups. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Okay, so I believe that is a confirmation of what we're seeing so far. But look at how that Seven of Swords is coming through as the central energy. So this person is, like I said, is hiding something. And it may just have to do with how they feel about themselves, where they are in their life right now. You know, maybe, like I said, struggling with some sort of financial or stability, right? And they just don't want to say it. But at the same time, even though they're being secretive, they're also looking for a strategy, because Seven of Swords is also the energy of, I need a strategic plan. Okay, I need to have a plan to succeed in what I am trying to do. And I might be secretive. I might not be so open about what I'm trying to do until I have a plan and the plan actually works. Okay. So this person, again, we're getting the energy of a veiled decision-making process, right? This is very similar energy. This is, to me, also very Two of Swords energy. This person knows that there are some very crucial decisions that they have to make, and they are definitely uncomfortable in making them. Okay, they're not entirely sure of themselves. It's definitely, there's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of, am I seeing something clearly? Am I making the right decision? Because if I don't make the right one, again, my world is going to suffer. My relationships are going to suffer. They're very much afraid of their relationship with you suffering because of the decisions or the choices that they need to make. Seven of Wands, like this again, they are feeling very defensive, very raw, very kind of naked and bare right now. And they do know that they have to just ride this, like they have to stand their ground. They have to not be afraid of being attacked by other people. There might be certain, again, things in their life where they do feel defensive, not with you, but they feel defensive about where they are, and they feel like they're being judged or attacked by other people or other circumstances in their life. So they are trying to kind of just hold the line, you know, trying to stand their ground. And so there's a lot of tension. Okay, there's a lot of tension. But what they really want with you, I feel like this is the part where it's like they're trying to fix these things or make these things work or deal with these situations, because only when those things are dealt with can they have this Ace of Cups with you. Can they really offer you this new beginning or this like new chapter for the two of you? Because I feel like they see you very much in this Queen of Wands energy, and they want to match that energy. Okay, again, passion. To me, this is very much the same energy, right? They see you as a bold, passionate, incredible energy in their life, incredible person in their life, and they almost feel like they can't match that just quite yet. They're not there. They're not emotionally, spiritually, physically capable of being at that level of mastery, at that level of like, I am ready the way you may be. So they want to get to that level. Okay, so they may see you very much as somebody who is a little out of reach for them at this time, or that they are questioning whether, if you found out, if you knew the ways in which they are struggling, you know, if you knew, especially I feel like for some of you, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, I feel like they're very much afraid that if you knew the level at which they might be financially struggling with abundance, with job loss or business failure or something, that you would, you know, you would not want to be with them, or it would somehow, they would lose respect in your eyes in some way, because they see you very highly. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person has put you on some sort of bit of a pedestal, like, you know, they don't feel like they're quite up to your level, and they want to meet that level, and also they want to do it with a plan. Right? Like they know that this is not something to mess around with, you know, that they're going to have to, you know, show results in their life. They're going to have to move forward in their life, because I feel like they deeply want the Ace of Cups with you. They deeply want to start a new chapter with you, but there are things in the old chapter that aren't resolved, or things in this old chapter that need to work in order for them to move on to the new one with you. What else is the truth of how they really feel? So we have regret, we have observe, summer, fertility. Okay. So see, this is the thing. I feel like this person, there is definitely some level of regret that they're feeling over either not telling you exactly what's going on, or if they have been a little bit silent or a little bit withdrawn, there is regret on that. They do feel really bad about it, but there's also a part of them that doesn't know how to say this, like doesn't know how to explain themselves, or they feel too embarrassed or ashamed to open up that side and show their regret. I feel like for some of you, this person has been silent, and it's because there's some sort of a pride issue around that as well. Like they may regret stepping back, they may regret not telling you the truth, they may regret being secretive, and now they don't know how to open that up or exactly like explain it without feeling even less about themselves. So they might be right now observing you from a distance. They have not at all forgotten you or let you go, but they might be very much in like observation mode. Okay, they might be silent and observant. They have not let go. They still want, again, this interesting that this fertility came underneath that Ace of Cups. So they still want this. They still want to be with you. They still want this relationship to grow. But again, like that second chapter, there's certain things, and it might have to do with the people around them. So there might be some financial or personal obligations to people around them, or people from the past, or current family members, you know, kids from another relationship. There just might be something around them that they have a responsibility towards, and that needs to be resolved or fixed first. Or it's a continuing issue that has become either complicated recently, or is diverting their attention, distracting them, okay, and putting this heaviness of that Seven of Wands on their shoulders. So again, I feel like if you want to take this as some sort of a time marker, it doesn't have to be, because this is also the Sun's energy. So like their feelings for you have not changed. So however they're acting right now, it has nothing to do with you, even though it may feel like it to you. Or you might be questioning or asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Why have they pulled away? What's going on? Their love for you has not changed. Their warmth towards you has not changed. There's something that they are being distracted by that they have to deal with. It's making them a little bit emotionally shut down. So if you are in the Western Hemisphere and summer is coming soon, where you are, you could also see this as a time marker that they may need between now and summer to resolve whatever this is, to fix whatever is going on here with this plan that they have, which might not be so open. It might be a plan that they're keeping secret and close to their own vest, because if it fails, they don't want to feel even worse. Okay, so this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. You can get it off my website or Amazon FBA. It's the same. The shipping is the same. You get it very quickly. All of the links are in the box below. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame necklace also off my website. So everything is at livetarot.com. Make sure you check it out. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually supports me and the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this crystal, this deck, and Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, and Virgo. So let's see, Spirit, what is the truth of how they really feel about group 2? What is the truth of how they really feel about you? We're going to start here with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. Resilience. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Oh, the royal you. I love it. Staying focused. Hold the course. Oh. Okay, so I love this. This is so beautiful. And I just am getting tarot card energies from these. Like, this is very much to me like the 10 of Wands, right? Carrying these burdens on your back. The royal you reminds me very much of the Empress energy, okay? The energy of that beautiful, glowing, bright, vibrance, fertility, opportunity, this shining new world that this person can possibly claim, okay? I feel like the truth of how they feel is they are right now battling these energies, okay? On the one hand, this person has a lot of burdens in their life, or at least they perceive that they have a lot of material burdens in their life. This person may be somebody who is very kind of practical energy. they focus more on duty, honor, responsibility, or at least whatever is their definition of that, which may not be the same as your definition. Okay, so because those definitions may be different, you may see them as somebody who carries unnecessary burdens on their back, whereas they see these burdens as absolutely real. Okay, so I feel like there is a truth here where the two of you don't have the same outlook, perspective, or definition on what these responsibilities or what the challenges are in this connection or in this relationship, or even in what the challenges are in both of you being united or reunited if this has led to a separation or some silence, or this is leading to a push-pull energy where it's like each of you at the soul level knows that you are soulmates. Just knows that there is a divine soul contract here. And it is this magnetic pull of the soul contract that never lets this person fully release you or fully walk away from you. So I wouldn't be surprised if you constantly feel this person either distancing and creating a gap for some time because they need to regulate their emotions around you, because sometimes their deep emotions start to feel very heavy on them, and then they come back. It's like they take some sort of a break energetically, maybe even physically, like they might physically not be around, but then they come back. So I feel like there's something here where it's almost like there's a volatility, like this relationship feels very volatile to them. It feels very dramatic at times, but it's almost like they've already signed up for that. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are in some sort of a breakup makeup cycle as well. Okay, because I feel like there's definitely a breakup makeup cycle. You break up because the burden seems too heavy, or you guys go into silence. Like it's not a breakup, but it's like a rupture. Okay, it's like a rupture in the relationship that causes withdrawal or silence, and then there you get into a makeup phase where you can't stay away, because ultimately this is gold. What you feel inside, that's the soul contract. There is this insatiable desire to return. Okay, even when space is created, that space is created because it deepens the desire to return. And there's something very weirdly fulfilling in this person's cycle around that. And I am not at all saying that that is a healthy thing. Okay, you may want to look at this and ask yourself, yes, there's a lot of love. Okay, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of connection, yes, but is it manifesting in a healthy way where you could actually build a healthy, stable relationship where you both feel secure? Or is this crazy love manifesting in a more toxic way? Is it manifesting as some sort of an up and down cycle, as a cycle of we're going to fight, we're going to break up, and then we're going to make up? And there's some sort of a pull to that return. There's some sort of satisfaction that feels a little bit toxic in the relief of the return. But that's, I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat. I never sugarcoat my readings. This is what I'm seeing. This is the truth of how they really feel about you. They love you. They don't want to ever leave you, but they are, for some reason, acting out this makeup, breakup, breakup, makeup cycle. And now they've become a little bit hooked on it. It gives them a feeling of safety and predictability. Okay, the fact that you guys constantly do this, it's starting to make them feel safe. And that also says a lot about them, especially if you are aware of this cycle and you don't want this cycle to be this way. But this person may need some sort of healing. This person may need some sort of a therapy response to this. Like they may not be aware that their focus is very much twisted in some ways, right? They're not seeing clearly. And look at this person when they're looking through this telescope, but the view from the telescope is obviously very limited, right? It's only showing them one small piece of the sky, one small piece of the puzzle. They're not seeing the bigger picture. So that's the thing. I think this person is right now blocking themselves from seeing the bigger picture of the truth of what's really going on, which is that in order to have a real, solid, beautiful relationship, this cycle that you feel, that you know in your heart and in your soul is toxic, will have to end at some point. You cannot keep perpetuating, they cannot keep perpetuating this cycle, okay? And the reason for that is because they are focusing so narrow, okay? They're not yet willing, they're not yet able to see the bigger truth. Wow. What else is the truth of how they really feel? About group 2. Page of Wands. Wow, the King of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Queen of Swords. Seven of Cups. The Hermit. Yeah. Actually, this makes a lot of sense. So do you see how they love you deeply, but right now they're trying to hide from it somehow? Okay, King of Cups in reverse. They're trying to deny their feelings right now. And I feel like that is very much in alignment with what we're seeing here, is that cycle. That cycle of confusion, that cycle of being addicted to the ups and downs, but never offering something fully steady. And the reason for that is there's something in this person's life that is very confusing to them. Okay, Seven of Cups, they don't know. They're very emotionally overwhelmed. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is feeling some sort of emotional engulfment at this time as well, like very intense emotions that they don't know how to regulate, they don't know how to process. And I really do feel that part of the reason is I feel very deeply that this person, your person, group 2, could greatly benefit from therapy, okay? But they choose to stay in hermit mode. They choose to isolate themselves, thinking that it is safer to not be seen. It is safer to not have a mirror held up to them because it makes them feel too vulnerable. Whether you are going to hold up that mirror to them and show them who they really are, or whether a therapist would do, or even both. I don't think this person could handle both you and a therapist showing them a mirror. So they stay stuck in this hermit mode because that's their comfort zone. They withdraw. They find safety in solitude. They find stability in silence, okay? Because they don't know how to deal with the very deep and confusing emotions that they are feeling, okay? And for some of you, this is not for everybody. That might be due to a third-party situation, okay? But that's only for some of you. For some of you, I do get the feeling that this withdrawal, this running to you and running away from you, this trying to suppress their true feelings for you, their love for you, may have to do with a third party. And that's what this Queen of Swords could represent, but it doesn't have to be. That's only for some of you. I feel like this person, Page of Wands, their communication is there, but they almost like, because again, they feel a tremendous passion. This is a very powerful soul contract. So they're always feeling the pull towards you. But what they try to do is they try to limit the communication around that. Because again, I feel like they feel too vulnerable in like laying it all out there, like laying bare their soul. Like they cannot bare their soul to you because the truth of that is too much for them. And again, I'm not saying that any of this is healthy. It's not. I'm just calling out for you this behavior, which can definitely manifest as something very toxic. And that's why I said this person could really benefit from using therapy, right? Because there's certain parts of themselves that are not fit to offer you a real relationship, even though there's a lot of love there. And that is why I think we're getting this Queen of Swords energy. For those of you, this is not a third party. I feel like the more they see you as logical and detached, the more comfortable they feel. The more you become very emotional towards them or become emotionally vulnerable to them in front of them, the more they wish that you would just, you know, be more like strategic, be more cold towards them, because that's actually making them feel safer. And again, that is not right? That is not healthy. This person loves you, but can't deal with the emotional intensity around that love. So they want something more level. They want something more emotionally kind of one tone, okay? They don't like the emotional intensity, or they don't know yet how to regulate that, the emotional intensity that you bring out within them. Wow, very interesting. Let's see what else. What else is the truth? See, there you go, solitude. Split energy. Perception, see? Very, very telling. Union. They want it. They want it so badly. They do. It's not that they don't want union with you. But I think it's like union to them has to be something that is very, very contained and very safe, okay, in their world, okay? Because union to them is defined by their perception of what is safe. Union to them is all about what is within their boundaries and within their comfort zone, not necessarily coming from an understanding of what you need and what you want. And that is the truth of how they really feel. They love you deeply, passionately. They're so drawn to you. They have no intention of ever leaving you unless you leave them. Unless you walk away from them, this person is never going to leave. They're going to hover around your life because their perception is very different. It's very stuck in a very unhealthy place. So they're going to keep hovering around your life, seeking union at the level that is comfortable to them, but may not be enough for you. And so now they're going to put the decision on you. Are you willing to accept their split energy? Are you willing to accept what little they can offer? Because like I said, this person always retreats into solitude, silence, and hermit mode. Here's another confirmation of that. Are you willing to accept the limited amount of energy and love that they can give you? Or are you going to say, you know what? You're just part of my journey and it's time for me to let you be and for me to move on. But let me tell you, if you decide this, if you decide that, hey, you need to get into this car and leave this person behind, it will quietly destroy them. They may never say it, they may never admit it outwardly or publicly, but it will kill them. But I'm not saying that that's why you should stay, because you have to decide whether any of this is enough for you, or whether you deserve better and more. And you can't live on maybes, or live on their little scraps, or their little, oh my gosh, it would kill them if I left. You can make your choice and still say, I understand that you did love me in your own way. You do love me in your own way. But if that can't create a real life for us, then I need to move on. So it's totally up to you. I'm not sugarcoating this reading at all. This one's really powerful, really powerful. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. And then the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. You can order these from my website or from Amazon FBA. Everything is the same. There's no difference. You know, you still get it quickly. It's still free shipping. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace. We only have a few of those left. That's also on my website. So everything is at livetarot.com. Make sure you check it out. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this crystal, as well as this deck, and Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. So let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you? So we're going to start here with your oracle cards. And then we will do your tarot. What is the truth of how they really feel about you? Self-reflection. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. The uncharted sea. Watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. All right, this is very interesting. So I get a feeling very strongly here that this person is someone who is very self-contained, okay? This person is somebody who is very focused, or uses the idea of focusing on their own life in a very deeply strategic way. So I feel like they tend to lose themselves in their work, or whatever it is that they chose as a distraction. This person is not somebody who likes to look in the mirror and deeply reflect, okay? This is somebody who would rather be distracted by the outside world, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if this person gives off the energy of like being very busy. Okay, I'm just super busy. I have so much going on. I have this, I have that, I have this. And I feel like this person is somebody who does want love, who does feel love, but they like to keep themselves kind of protected from that energy by saying that they have a lot going on, by keeping themselves extremely busy, okay? So I feel like right now the truth of how they feel about you is they have feelings for you, but it's making them feel very uncomfortable, okay? Because their growing feelings for you are forcing them to look in the mirror. There's something about this connection that they are already realizing is different. Does this person date? Have they been in relationships before? Yes. But I don't think the people that they chose or the people that they were in relationships with ever held up the mirror to them. They never had to look deeper. They never had to really look at themselves. They could just show up and perform for those people. right? Like they could just be whatever is that outside persona. They could just put on the mask, and the people that they chose to date or be with would just accept that mask. They wouldn't ask for anything more. They're not looking for anything deeper. So this person never had to give anything deeper or look at themselves and their own reflection in the mirror. But there's something about you, group 3, that is making this person not able to wear that mask. Okay? So they may be using the same excuses, saying, I'm so busy. I have so much on my plate right now. My work is getting more stressful. I've been promoted, or I have so much responsibility at work. Things are just getting crazy, and I just don't have time to think about anything else. So this person may be giving out a lot of these excuses because there's something emotionally that you have stirred up in them. Okay? You've stirred up something emotional in this person, and they're having a hard time navigating that. And that's why we're getting the uncharted sea. For them, this is like being on a boat on the ocean and not really knowing how to manage these big waves that are coming your way. It feels very different. It feels very unique. It feels very uncharted to this person. You are someone they can't quite figure out. Your effect on them is another thing that they can't figure out. They are still struggling to figure out why you affect them so much. Why are you different from the others? What's different about you, your energy, the way you act, the way you move in the world? There's something so unique and uncharted in that they really don't know how to deal with it. And so they default and fall back on being busy. Oh, so much going on. I don't have time to think about this. That's how they keep their distance. That's how they create space, because they haven't figured out what to do, nor do they wish to look at themselves in the mirror to ask themselves, okay, what is this bringing out in me? Is this love? Have I finally hit real love in my life? Because I don't think I've ever felt real love in the past for people I've dated or been with in the past. Even if this person was ever married in the past, it doesn't matter. That was a label. They never actually felt the real love or the real connection. And what they're truly afraid of, the truth of what they're truly afraid of, is if they were to stop being busy and just lie down, lie back into this kind of hammock-like space, whatever it represents, which is the feeling of being still, the feeling of not covering up their emotions in all this busyness and hustle and grind and stress. And if they could just lay back and allow themselves to feel and be in the moment, it would terrify them, because that's when the love and the realization would come up for them. Wow. Very, very powerful. Let's see. Whew. Feeling some big energy there. What else is the truth of how they really feel about you, group 3? The Empress, see? See, when the Empress energy just comes into somebody's life, they don't know what to do with it. It's very powerful. 7 of Wands, that's why they're holding their ground. They've become defensive. They put up the wall. Judgment, oh, wow, so powerful. The Sun, oh, look at all these major arcanas. Oh my gosh, you're becoming a huge spiritual lesson to this person. Your presence is awakening them spiritually. We have 3 out of 4 major arcanas, and oh my God, 4 out of 5 major arcanas. The Wheel, oh my gosh, okay. Didn't I tell you I felt this surge of really powerful energy? There's something stirring in this person in a really big way. I think they are like super, like super just charged with it. And there's definitely panic around it, okay? Because I don't think they've ever felt this way before. They've never felt this way before. It is hitting them, and it's hitting them so hard. And I feel like they're realizing that life is never going to be the same. Their life is never going to be the same because you entered it. Whether they are with you, whether they can actually hold this love, show up for this love, be this person or not, they still know if they fumble this or if they hold this or if they step into this. Either way, it doesn't matter because their life will never be the same. Because you have touched their life is never going to be the same. So that's why they have to decide what is it that they truly want now, because they can never now go back to what their life, their heart, their mind, what everything was like before your presence, before your arrival. They cannot go back. Okay, so right now they're in a holding pattern. They're just standing there figuring out what just happened. What the heck just happened to me? How did I let this happen? I thought I was so guarded. I thought I was, in charge. I'm the boss. I am so good. Everybody I date, I just can give them that mask. I can just make that performance. Nobody ever gets close to the real me. I am coasting until you came along. And now they're just standing there like, what do I do now? And the truth of how they feel is they are feeling reborn. There's something about your energy. You are the light. You are the sunshine. You are bringing such a powerful energy of light that you are lighting up the dark places in this person, and it feels so uncomfortable, but it also feels so good. It's almost like that phrase, it hurts so good. It hurts, but there's something in it that is so good. And so this person is trying to figure out, am I willing to step into the judgment energy? Am I willing to step into resetting my life, recalibrating my life, showing up more authentically, because so far I have been hiding and hiding and hiding? Am I willing to step into the light? Am I willing to step out of the shadows? Because this person has been living in shadow. They've been running from ever having to show up authentically as who they are. And they know that if they step into this light, everything's going to change. The wheel of fortune. There's a whole new phase that is so beautiful, that is so alive. They can touch it, but do they really want to? Are they ready to do it? Wow. That's very powerful. Crossroads. See, there you go. There's the big decision that needs to be made. Chaser. Material world. There you have that again. The finances, the excuses, the busyness. Ascension. Wow. Oh my gosh, vibration. Okay, so we have these two cards here. Ascension and vibration are very, very powerful because they're about expansion. They're about pushing through your limits, pushing through the limits that you put on yourself because you weren't ready. But sometimes love is the inspiration, right? For some people, when real love enters their life, they find the inspiration now to rise and expand in a way that they never could before. And others, when that opportunity, that invitation arrives to rise and expand like they never have before through love, they sit down. Okay, Okay, they sit down because they're not ready. So I feel like right now this person is, the truth of this is they are trying to figure out, are they going to rise to this love? Are they going to choose and chase it? Are they going to go after it with all of their heart, all of their soul? Are they going to claim you? Are they going to go after you, claim you, make the decision and come forward? Or are they just going to keep up the same old excuses about being busy, about life, job, whatever, because they're not ready for that uncharted sea? And it's interesting because we're also getting the ocean again. It's the same energy as that uncharted sea. Are you going to chase into the ocean because it's uncharted? But are you willing to run in? Are you willing to navigate it? Are you willing to see if you can do it? It's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's love. It's a decision. And it's a really big one. So I feel like this person, again, very big energy. There's a very big energy of transformation here. It's there at their fingertips. It's right here. And again, this is the energy of the major arcana. All of these. This is the same. Like this major arcana, they are pushing that spiritual lesson onto your person and asking, are you ready? Are you ready? We are asking you to expand into this love. We are asking you to claim this love. We are asking you to show up, to look in the mirror, to lie back and feel this love. To stop with the busyness and the hustle and all of that stuff, to like take a breath and feel the love. But this person has free will. So even though the universe is asking, pushing, nudging them in your direction, they're still trying to figure out, is it easier for them to just rest here, where they always are, which always feels safer. So I really do feel the truth of how they feel about you is they're passionately in love with you, but they're still trying to make the decision if it's something they can claim, if it's something they're ready to step into. Wow. This reading took a lot out of me. I don't know. I feel like a lot of energy. I almost feel a little out of breath from this reading because it's just, there's a very powerful feeling here between you and this person. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order the Twin Flame Oracle or the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. These are both oracle decks that I've created. This one right here is a Twin Flame Oracle. You can order these on my website or on Amazon FBA. Everything is the same. Free shipping and all. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace. We only have a few of these left. Everything is at livetarot.com, so make sure you check it out. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually supports me and the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.